Come on in. So you guys are going to take turns, right? So you can just use that mic.
Excellent. Well, what we'll do is we'll get Michael to start on the mic just because he's going to do a bit of an introduction to our show.
Sure.
We're going to use this on our,
our show.
We're going to sort of tag team, so let's get the both mics.
Oh, yeah, good idea. And then maybe Megan, do you want to be here ready to ask your first question on the second mic?
So, where?
So just here when
One of
Nicole's
these?
standing. Yep.
What building is this? The P
Just the SAFM studios.
studio. Okay.
Excellent. Cool.
You know the drill. Nice and close to the mic, like you want to kiss it.
Too much information.
Can you hear me? Testing.
Yeah, got ya. All good to go.
Excellent. All right, Megan, do you want to
Right,
stand
I
up by
So
that
we're
mic?
going to go pick their favourite two questions each, and then if we've got time, we'll get to whatever
Okay.
else we've got.
Yeah, great.
Cool. All right, I am recording when you're ready.
Excellent. All right, Michael, when you're ready.
Well, good morning, everyone, here at Radio Todi. This is a very special episode because we are coming to you live at the SAFM radio studio, where we're in a special interview with Beck and Lemo here today. I'm Mike Yaznid, and joining us are, of course,
You can send that to me. Megan.
James.
We've also got Imogen, Matt, and Matt Goodluck here. We're taking turns on the mic here. So should we start asking some questions?
Hi, welcome to our studio.
Yeah, thanks
You've
for
got
coming in.
great radio voices, can I first of all say?
and thanks for inviting us too.
All right, who's got the first question?
I do.
Okay, Megan, what do you have?
How do you get money to run a radio station?
Well, a lot of people on radio complain about the ads you hear. You know, there'll be a song and then we'll talk and then there'll be ads.
Hey, ads.
Yeah, right, yeah, but that's how you pay for a radio station. The advertisers pay.
Yeah, so the advertisers, they'll pay, a certain amount of dollars per ad, and then that all adds up, of course, but that is what runs the radio station. That pays our wages.
That all adds up.
Yeah.
That all adds up.
The ads all adds up. Yep.
Oh, the ads add up. Yeah, they do.
No one else is laughing.
As long as we entertain each other. All right, who's got the next question?
I think me.
So James, do you want to? Oh, yeah.
I've got this one. Think you started with the radio presenter. How has Turdy changed for FM?
How has technology
Oh,
changed?
yes.
Well, Lemo started much before me, so you take
It was called a crystal set when I started. Radio, everything is at your fingertips now. So years ago, let's go back, even just 20 years, say. I remember going in with a friend of mine at Triple J who was doing overnights, and he was literally going back into the Triple J record collection and choosing records and pulling them all out, and then he would have a pile of records at the desk and he would play those records through the night. Whereas now, our anchor over here, John Bleeby, at his fingertips, literally has immediate access to thousands and thousands and thousands of songs. So, and we can record really easily in the studio. We have this very technical phone system as well that allows us to look at all of the callers who are coming through. And because back in the day, you'd just pick up a phone, like an old house phone, and answer it, and then it would go through to the studio. So the technology's come a long way in the last 20 or 30 years.
Might cost a bit more money.
And there's more money in radio.
One of those dial-up internets.
Oh, yeah, it was hard without internet. I don't know how anyone knew anything before the internet came along.
Right, Imogen, do you want to ask us?
Yeah. What do you love about your job?
Well, getting to see Rebecca Morse every day is probably top of my list of things that I
Ray
love.
of sunshine I am at 5 a.m.
You are just a beacon of joy and positivity first thing in the morning, and then it is daylight between second. But for me, it's a beautiful way to communicate with people. I love chatting with people in the studio, sharing my thoughts on things, being silly, and then having that immediate connection with people who are listening, which is something that live radio has that no other medium has, and that's that you can speak directly to people.
Yeah, it's a pretty big responsibility we have. I remember listening to SAFM Breakfast Show when I was little and thinking, what a great job. and it's pretty special that I get to do it. Also, every day is different. Every day we talk about different things, and it's always fun.
Do you remember the jokes you had in the past?
Any of
The phone jokes.
the phone jokes.
I remember the makeup.
Oh, the prank calls.
Prank calls.
The gotcha
Prank calls.
calls.
Prank calls.
Yeah, I used to do a lot of gotcha calls back in the day, and they were fun. I got to say, they were fun, and people loved them.
Yeah. It's good you remember them. Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, well, it's funny you mentioned about something like those prank phone calls and some because my first question is, do you think it's getting a lot harder nowadays to crack some jokes without making you feel like you're offending certain people?
Look, I don't know that that's 100% true. I just think you have to be aware. I think you've become more aware of the sensitivities around jokes. So you just have to work a little bit harder at making sure, your jokes are palatable for people.
I also think there's a quicker opportunity for people to complain through social media. So if you have offended someone, you find out about it straight away.
Yeah.
So,
and because we're sensitive artists, you only need one complaint to think that that's their representative of everyone. So as soon as you get one complaint, you start to panic.
yeah, true. You do have to be careful.
Yeah, it does.
People get cancelled very quickly now.
Do you like Mary? What it is? Oh, sorry. Start that again. Do you like Mary? What is it like to perform comedy in a war zone?
For comedy...
In a war zone.
Yeah.
Oh, to do comedy in a war zone. You know what? It was a great privilege of my life to be able to do comedy in a war zone. And the gigs are really good over there. We've always had fun. Because when the hecklers have got guns, it really focuses your attention. When the hecklers have got guns. And when you can hear gunfire in the background, no one stays on stage too long, I can tell you. But it was a really, it's on a serious note, a great privilege of my life to be able to perform for the troops in the Middle East during in Afghanistan, Iraq, and the surrounding countries.
Good question, Hagen.
My next one is, why did you change the name of the station back to the SAFM used to be Hits?
Oh, it used to be a hit. Yeah. Should probably refer that up the chain. we shouldn't have changed it from SAFM in the first place, to be honest.
No.
Probably safe to
Wait, is
say
that the original name?
Well, it was, I guess, the Hit Network. So nationally, everyone was called Hit.
They wanted to turn it into a national brand, and so I kind of understand that idea has some merit, but what they forgot to realise is that each of the individual brands in each of the individual cities were just so strong, and they were ignoring the strength of those brands. So SAFM is a very powerful brand here in South Australia. You just say SAFM and everyone knows exactly what you're talking about. And I think everyone also has a memory when you mention SAFM.
It's SA means South Australia and it's FM channel.
Exactly.
Right
It makes
there.
so much sense. And the fact that you remember Gotcha Calls.
Yes.
It was before my time. All right.
Oh, we've got our next guest.
Oh, does anyone not answer?
One
Anyone else
last
wanna ask
one
a
last
question
question.
we haven't got to
Quick
ask
one
now?
from Imogen and Michael. So Imogen, do we really want to ask yours real quick?
Yep, I don't need that anymore.
All right.
No butterflies, I can do that.
Ah,
Not nervous anymore.
Cool.
Right. This is like a boy band thing, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Do you think you like Hanson or Backstreet Boys more?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. I mean, probably Hanson for me.
I'm really nervous
Tell by the
because
t-shirt.
Imi has a Hanson t-shirt on, and we spoke to Zach
I went
Hanson.
to that concert on Saturday.
I'm surprised Hanson is still around.
As long as you love me is Backstreet Boys, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, I can't go past that song, so it's got to go
I'm
back.
going to their concert.
Oh, so you like both of them?
Yeah.
Do you want to sing it with me? I don't care who you are, where you're from. Come on. Don't care what you do.
I think Hanson's also my favourite, but I like both.
Yeah, okay. Well, good. Let's call it a draw. All right, last question.
My personal question is that as an inspiration for all us upcoming podcasters out there. Is it really difficult to get everything ready before you start the show, like getting up early, setting up the equipment and such?
You know what? Getting out of bed is the biggest challenge every day.
Yeah, I thought
So once I'm in the shower, I'm fine. I'm good to go. But that alarm, it's never fun, is it, Beck?
The alarm never gets easier, no matter how many times you do it. I think the hardest bit, or where you require the most discipline in terms of preparation, is to make sure. So this piece of paper here that has lots of stories on it, our producers get together every day and they send us a list of story ideas. So I guess it's just being across what's in the news and what's happening in the world. And sometimes you could be a little bit lazy and not read the stories. And that would not be me, but being prepared, preparation.
But Beck heard a story once about someone who didn't read the stories.
So it's being, it's preparation, like doing your homework.
Yeah, basically.
Very good. Oh, guys, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks so much for having us.
Yeah.
What station are you listening to?
You're listening to Radio Tootie live at SAFM Radio.
Coming up next, the Simpsons Hour.
The Simpsons Hour? You have a whole Simpsons Hour?
Yes.
How good!
That was great.
Thanks for coming
Right.
in. All right, we better get out.
Thank you so much. I loved it. It was great.
We'll be back.
Yeah, it was lovely to meet you.
Thank you.
See ya. We've also got just a little present from Tootie Radio.
Thank you. That's very kind. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
All right.
Alright, Rudes, you're up.